My name's Henry Joost. I'm the co-director and co-writer of Secret Headquarters.
My name is Ariel Schulman, and I'm the other co-director and co-writer of Secret Headquarters.
Cool. It's about a father and son. And there's a classic story about the dad works a little bit too much and the kid wishes he spent more time with him. Little does he know, his dad's a superhero. And he and his friends are going to find dad's secret headquarters under his house, and hijinks are going to ensue, and the father and son are going to reconcile their differences and come back together, and everybody's going to be a hero at the end of the day.
It turns out it's not easy to be a superhero, and I think what we try to do in the movie is sort of express how time-consuming it is when that many people are counting on you, how it's hard to maintain the balance between work and family,
Yeah.
which a lot of people in our industry can relate to. Actually, probably all industries.
Probably everybody.
Also, how does a superhero get around? If you can fly, great. If you've got a super suit, great. But what powers it? So what powers Owen Wilson's suit is this sort of meteorite computer from outer space that was brought to Earth by an alien race.
Right. Unknown extraterrestrials.
Mm-hmm. And it's got its own power source.
We just felt like there was a really relatable story at the heart of this, which is about that work-life balance, and it doesn't matter if you're a superhero or an accountant. You still have to figure out, how much do I work, how much time do I spend with my kids, where do I make sacrifices, where do I take shortcuts, and that's really what this story is about. It's about Owen Wilson has the hardest job in the world, which is being a superhero and being on call to help the entire world with their problems. But meanwhile, he has a kid at home. He has a family, and he has to figure out who he's going to spend time with. And ultimately, the family really suffers because of his superhero job.
The Guard is a brand new superhero. He doesn't exist in comic books. It's not based on anything. It's sort of brand new mythology. In our minds and in our writers' minds, he emerged the night that Jack Kincaid came across a crashed UFO in the woods. Out of that UFO came an energy source that seemed to have a message that it wanted to deliver to planet Earth. And it chose Jack as the carrier of that message. What he needed to do was become a guardian, basically become a protector of planet Earth. And it took him years to kind of figure out how to do it, to build the technology with the help of this orb, to build a headquarters. It didn't happen right away. Meanwhile, his family was sort of being torn apart as he was getting busier and busier. He figured out how to adapt his VW bus into a G-Mobile. He figured out how to build a jetpack. He figured out how to make a flight suit. And slowly, his missions became more global, and he started helping more and more people. It's hard to imagine anyone else playing this role. Owen is so likable. He's just such a lovely man. He's one of those movie stars that we've loved for so long, and then you meet him and you work with him, and he's even better than you could have imagined. And you're just like, yes, I'm so glad I love him.
Yeah. People ask a lot, what's Owen like? And I always say, he's exactly the way you would want him to be. He's just like his performances suggest. He's warm and funny and collaborative and smart and just so great. He was so great with the kids. He's just fantastic. And I think he just brings a kind of a warmth and a humanity to the role. He feels like a regular dad in extraordinary circumstances. And he's just one of our favorite people.
Maybe one of the best parts about Owen Wilson playing Jack Kincaid is that Walker Scobell, who plays Charlie Kincaid, looks exactly like him.
They look so much alike.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah. Even Owen, he walked on set the first day and he was like, is this my kid?
Walker's kind of a small genius.
Yeah.
Not that his genius is small, his body is small.
Yeah.
The genius is large.
Yeah.
That kid's amazing.
Amazing.
He's so funny. Yeah, he improvised some stuff. He makes up his own jokes. He's got a dry delivery. He is kind of wise beyond his years, like a practiced comedian. His timing
He's very
is impeccable.
sophisticated, yeah. Performer and comedian. He's so funny.
Yeah.
He's really funny in real life. Michael plays Ansel Argon, who's the CEO of Argon Industries, which is a weapons manufacturer. Fictional. And he's interested in the source because the presence of the Guard has kind of decreased the need for military spending around the world, because the Guard is kind of bringing in this new era of peace and
Crime is down,
crime
peace
is
is up.
down, peace is up. He's solving problems, so someone like Argon doesn't have so much of a business anymore. He's interested in getting this power source for himself so he can harness that power, create new technology, and use it for bad guy stuff. Jerry is just the hardest working producer you can possibly imagine. And we couldn't believe how much he wanted to talk to us and how involved he was.
I mean, everything he's achieved, all that success he's earned ounce by ounce. I mean, we sent in maybe the first draft on a Monday at like 3 p.m., and he was on the phone on FaceTime by 6 p.m. with 4 hours of notes.